Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Sina. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. Jumping right into the video, I'm starting off using my Young Nails e-file. I am prepping my Red Iguana hands with a sanding band and a mandrel bit. The sanding bands that I'm using are the 180 grit, and they're from Pana. I got them off of Amazon they're very inexpensive and they get the job done. So right now I'm just buffing the nail, taking off the shine, so when I apply my nail tips, they stick to the practice hands nail bed. When they're shiny, I noticed they don't stick very well. So I'm going to do that on all 5 fingers. You'll see me shaving down the free edge just a little bit, just to make the nails all even. And yeah, I'm using my e-file at a speed of 3,000 RPMs. That's my comfortable speed when doing the natural nail bed. You don't need to go any higher than that. Now jumping into the acrylic application, I am using my Profiles Backstage acrylic brush number 10, as well as their acrylic monomer. I've been gravitating toward both items very often. The color that I'm using on the nail is a color that I created myself. I wanted to create like a burnt orange. So I can't even tell you where I got that color from, because I made it. But I'm going to be using this color in an ombre. And you see I just bounced my brush a couple of times into the polymer and apply the acrylic very gently to the nail. So I will apply a bead and pat it into place, then pull down with very light pressure. The pressure has to be like a feather because you don't want to be dragging off that product from the nail. That's a waste of product and you don't want to do that, believe me. So I'm going to be doing that for the next couple of nails, and I'll jump back in on the next step. I forgot to record this part where I add the tips to the nails, but I'm just using Not Polish. Excuse me. I'm using Not Polish's universal tips in the stiletto, and I just trimmed them down to the length that I wanted, and I created the shape into coffin. So what I did with that was I just filed the sides and the free edge and put it to my type of perfection. So now I'm using Not Polish's Nude Panther. I think this is a very pretty nude, and I'm just applying that to the top of the nail by the cuticle. And you know, when you're doing cuticle application, you want to be careful not to apply it on the cuticle, on the skin, and you don't want to flood it. So don't pick up too wet a bead, but not too dry either. And as you see, I pat it into place and then I pull down very lightly. I found that this is an easy way for me to do it. Try it out, see if it works for you. If not, you will definitely figure out what works for you. Everybody does things differently, so you gotta do what's best for you, what's easiest for you, and trust me, you'll get the hang of it. I find myself moving faster than I used to, and that's a good thing. And slowly but surely, I see my work getting better over time. And this is something that I enjoy a lot, so I know I can perfect it. And so can you. So anyway, I'm going to keep going in with Nude Panther, and I'll let you watch the acrylic application. And if you have any tips or comments or questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely get back to you. All right, I'll be right back. All products will be in the description below. So if you like anything that you see, all links will be down there. Check it out. Okay, right there you see that I wet the nail with the monomer before applying the bead. I do that so it's easier to pull down that acrylic, so it doesn't stay stuck in the spot. It's easier to drag it down without any issues. You'll see me do that more so when I'm using a darker color, or if I'm using clear to clear cap. I'll wet the tip first, and then I'll go in with my beads. I find that's the easiest way to drag your bead down. Now here, I got some fall leaves off of Amazon. These aren't the typical fall leaves that you usually see. They are a little like thicker, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. They're more like dried flowers, but in the leaves version. So my mistake what I did here was I didn't bend them in half and then apply them to the nail, so that way they can lay flat. And instead I just went right in and put them on the nail, and you'll see that I have to kind of, when I'm clear capping, I have to make it a little more bulky than I usually would like, so that none of the leaves are popping out of the acrylic, because then if that happens, when you go in with your finished filing, you're gonna file some of those leaves off. So you're gonna see right now I'm trying to like flatten them onto the nail as best as I can, but the trick is bend those little leaves or whatever in half, so that way when you lay it down, it lays flat on the curved nail. Because remember, the nail is not completely flat. At least it shouldn't be completely flat. It's more curved, so it's easier to apply these types of things by bending them in half. So now you're gonna see me just taking like a clear bead, very small, and applying the leaves with that so that it can stick to the existing acrylic. Well, now I'm going to be clear capping this nail, and you'll see what I mean about it being just a little more bulky than the rest, but I fix it later with my finished filing. So I'll let you watch it. Now I'm going to be filing my nails into perfection. I'm using my Young Nails dust collector along with my Young Nails e-file, and I'm using my Kiara Sky 5-in-1 bit and the fine grit, and I'm going to be going around my cuticle and sealing the cuticle in, and then I'm going to lightly go up and down the nail and on the sides to taper in my sides. And you'll see that I'm going a little fast, but I'm being very careful as I do not want to take off bulk products. I just want to smooth the nail out, seal my cuticle, and taper in my sides. Prior to this, you've seen me with my file. I was tapping the nails to make sure that they were nice and dry. You want to make sure that all of your nails are dry before going in with filing, as the acrylic will still be wet and it will get stuck to your e-file bit or your hand file, whatever you choose to use. So you see me going lightly up and down. Now I'm tapering my sides. You always want to keep your pinky out for balance. If you don't, normally your e-file will start going around the finger, and you don't want to do that. So just be very careful when using an e-file. If you're not sure of how to use it, I suggest using a hand file. It's safer and it might be easier for you. But I'll let you watch this part and I'll be back on the next step. now taking my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file. I got this from Amazon, and I'm going to be perfecting my shape before I go in and create my artwork. So you're gonna see I'm just filing the sides, the free edge, and going underneath the nail, because when you're applying acrylic, it leaves ridges, and you want to remove those ridges before either going in with artwork, top coating, whatever you do. You want to make sure you remove all ridges and perfect your shape. Even though I shaped my nails before I started my application, when you're applying acrylic, it takes away from your shape just a little bit. So be sure not to skip this step. You want to make your nails as nice as possible, either for yourself or your client. Nobody wants ugly nails, right? So, like I said, everything that I use, I will leave in the description below. These hand files right here from Tammy Taylor are one of my absolute favorites. They're nice and sturdy. They don't bend when you're filing, so it really makes your shape very nice. And the plus side is, if you're using them on clients, you can throw them right out. So you keep that plastic piece, that pink plastic piece, and you get some extra file part, and you just stick it right on there. When you're done, you toss it, and you can apply a brand new one. It's kind of like sanding bands, very easy, and you can throw them out. So, excuse me, I'm going to let you watch, and I'll be back when it's time to do my artwork. Going in with my Young Nails buffer. This is a 240 grit. This is also another nice buffer. I like this buffer. It really makes the nails very smooth and perfect. This is the perfect buffer to go in before you do some artwork, because you need a nice smooth canvas. So buffing my nails, and then it's time for the artwork. I'm just doing pumpkins, that's all. Nothing major, but something that says fall besides the leaves. Now here I zoomed into the specific nail that I'm doing the artwork in. I apologize. I didn't realize I wasn't recording when I drew on the orange part of the pumpkin. And so I realized it when I was about to trace it. So I apologize for that. But there will be more videos coming up that you see me draw on nails. I've been really into artwork lately, hand drawing artwork, and I've been loving it. So I definitely want to get better. And practice makes perfect. Remember that. Practice makes perfect. You will be okay and you will definitely get better. Now I'm just flash curing. I'm using just a little light. It's like a little flashlight, LED flashlight. Got it off of Amazon. I think it was like 10 bucks. I'm also using my McCart brushes, my art liner brushes from Amazon. And the two colors that I'm using for my painting is from the Young Nails Mission Control gel paints. They are good. I like them. I'm using the color. What color is this? I'm using Taser for the orange. And then the black color is called Overdrive. And pretty much that's all I'm doing is making these little pumpkins. And then I'm going to top coat with my Profiles Backstage Kicking Glass, which you will see because I will show you. And that pretty much sums up this video. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I would love to do some giveaways, but I need some more people to subscribe to my channel. So if you can share this video, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button because it helps the channel out. And I will do a giveaway very soon. I will do a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers. How about that? So don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, and hit that little bell so you know every time I post videos. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.